Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle Fran from CZT Shinmi Sato. All right, this is a grid pattern, and I see lots of uses for this one. Make sure to go look at the For More Inspiration link so you can see some of those ideas. All right, and I am indeed going to make a 16 square grid, although maybe it's not so even. Feeling like that nib was still there. Haven't worn it all the way down yet. Okay. Now, this is a fragment, really. And the fragment is this. Well, I'll just pick a square, any square. Oh, let's start over here. This one's nicer. And that is, so it's a square fragment. And we're going to do a curved line, diagonal. And then curved line, C-shaped curved line, and then two more. So coming from both ends towards the middle, like that. That is the fragment. All right, so I'm going to do, there's so many ways you could have fun with this. I'm going to just alternate them. And here's something. So depending on how you want to do this, you can either keep turning your tile as such, or because I'm going to do this kind of checkerboard-ish, so having the curve towards, well, not towards me. Now it's away from me, but I want to use the natural curve of my hand. And I'm going to hopscotch them around, sort of, going every other one. And then I'm going to turn it and do the other ones. I kind of like this because, so the other way, it interrupts. And especially if you happen to use Zentangle as a meditative aid, this aids in that. So that way you're doing the same stroke, same direction, don't have to think about it. You kind of get in a rhythm, then change. Versus do, change, like that. All right, and we're going to do the same thing with these guys. I like to call it the foldy ovary thing. It's a nice, so if you're doing a leafy or some kind of an organic, actually it doesn't even have to be an organic. If you have that, you have a nice curve and you do this shape, it looks like it's, well, like here, it looks like as if this is peeled over there. It's just such a neat tangle enhancer as well. Okay, now flipping and doing the other, I think I got them all. Some of them are dipping a little bit low, but that's okay. And I don't know about you, but maybe it's just the time of year. I could see bats, I suppose. That was when, if you fill it all the way in, it kind of looks that way. But I was seeing holly, somewhat holly leaves, sort of. And if you were using this, and I think Shinmi has on one of the samples does it as a border. So if you imagine that not there, and she probably took these to the other side there. So that way we have the arch going around. And I seem to remember one, it had some orbs in there. So you throw some orbs in there and it's for sure going to look like holly. And then too, if you decide to use color, that works in your favor. All right, now for some shading. I am just going to put some graphite on just on the tips and bring it in towards the middle. One, oh, I don't want that one. I have 100 tortillons laying out here. Okay. And yes, I'm breaking my rule for, well, not really a rule. For putting the tip of the tortillon on the line I don't want to go over. It worked good. And doesn't that look neat? All right, same thing here. In Zentangle, I have a quote from Maria. I had to go back and I replayed it over and over, and pause so that way I could get it exactly. I just need to commit it fully to memory, but it was something to the effect of, well, actually it was from both of them, Rick and Maria. And she was mentioning, rules are made to be broken, and then paused and said, well, and I think it was either she paused and said, or Rick chimed in and said, but it is helpful to know what the rules are first and then break them. You gotta know what you're doing first or something like that. Because, it's true. You get to know the rules first, and the why behind them. I always try to explain when, on these videos, when I come to something that I see people complaining about as a rule, but to understand the why behind it. Like why we don't have rulers, why we don't use erasers, and that's in the method. When you're doing Zentangle inspired art, you do whatever you need to do, and it's fine. But anyway, I just think that's funny. So there we go. I think it's so cute. And like I said, I could put some little orbs in there, and it would be no question that they would look kind of like a holly leaf folded over. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. I mentioned the description section where you will find resources such as the links to the step outs. And below those, you'll find my link tree that has more resources. Some namely our Tangle Addicts community. So if you find yourself to be a Tangle addict, we have a Tangle Addicts community, a bunch of really, really great people. Super supportive and just enthusiastic about all things Zentangle. So find that link, click it, answer the 4 questions, and then as soon as I see it, I will let you in. Then also, I teach on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you would like to join me and a bunch of other Tangle addicts online to Tangle, we do that Tuesdays and Thursdays. There are 2 links on the link tree where you can follow me, 4 classes. And there too, you can, when you see one posted, you can register for it and whatnot. See it in your time zone. My classes all same start times, always 11 a.m. and 7 p.m. Eastern time. I have a lot of free classes. They are mostly on Thursday. Or actually, they're on Thursday, period. I also have one on the 3rd Tuesday of the month. That one is Tough Tangle Tuesday. And then the ones on Thursday are called Tangle Time. The other ones on Tuesday have a fee or are exclusive to my subscription club members. And information for that also is on the link tree. But yeah, come and join us. It's an hour for Tangle Time on Thursdays, and I'll take a tangle or 2, it just depends, and we will just play with it. And the results are always amazing, because the only thing that kind of ties all of us together is that, tangle or two. Wherever you want to go with it is kind of up to you, and that's what's fun. All right, I think that's it. Yes. So with that, thank you again so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.